A city in central Gaza killed at least 10 people, including 2 children. Well, with me is Shehata from BBC Arabic to talk about all of this. First of all, to Gaza, and there's been another attack, isn't there? Reports of an attack on a school.
Yeah, there's several attacks. According to the civil defense in Gaza, said like the Israeli struck several schools, not only in Deir al-Balah, is also in Gaza City in the north, so in other places, and there's some people killed and injured. And these schools are used as like for displaced people, Palestinians coming forced to leave their home because of the war. So the civil defense and the Palestinian accusing Israel of targeting these schools, and usually Israel replies this incident that the target terrorists using these schools as like a facility to launch attack on the Israeli army. So, but the result is more people killed, and there's now more than 45,000 people killed in Gaza since October last year, more than 100,000 injured. Most of people in Gaza are displaced in Gaza. The World Food Program warning about the acute famine for almost everyone in Gaza. So there is talks about pushing for the ceasefire in order to make the situation in Gaza better, because you can't take it anymore.
So tell us where those ceasefire talks have got to. What point are we at now?
They agreed on some points according to some reports. First of one is to have a buffer zone alongside the Gaza-Israeli borders, and Israel will retain security control in this area. In addition to that, you talk about like releasing 20 Palestinians in exchange of like every female soldier from the hostages. But they don't agree on the names, because there are some names Israeli have like objection with them, especially Marwan al-Barghouti, one of the senior leaders of Fatah. So there is a problem about that. And in addition to that, there is talk about sticking point about the withdrawal of the Israeli force from the Philadelphia corridor between Egypt and Gaza. So Egypt is against that, the Palestinians against that, and there is talks about 500 aid trucks to go there. And the talk about that is mentioned before many times about more aid, but like the United Nations accusing Israel of like stopping aid, and when they go to the Karm Abu Salim cross point, so it looted by some Israelis. So there is some progress on some point, but still like sticking points, especially Philadelphia corridor and other issues. So hopefully it can help, because the situation in Gaza is grim and horrible.
And briefly, there's been a US attack on the Houthis as well in Sanaa. Tell us briefly about that.
Yeah, because the American struck like missile and drones. They tried to weaken the Houthi threat to Israel, because the Houthi a few days ago, like they launched a missile which was not intercepted by the Israeli air defense, which was like making Israel like thinking about the Houthi threat. And there is talk about like how can we stop them, because according to Israeli media, there is more than 270 missiles which is launched at Israel, and more than 170 drones, and some of them like caused injury. So about 30 people injured in Israel because of that in Tel Aviv. So there is talk about how to contain the Houthis. There is talk about supporting the Yemeni government to fight the Houthis on the ground in order to mitigate them, because it seems since October last year it's very hard to stop them.
So Shehata, thank you very much indeed. Thank you.